Good evening. Thank you for joining us here on 9 News Now. I'm Elizabeth Vowell. A shooting on North Foster Drive left 2 people injured, including a federal agent who was working undercover. That agent was reportedly hit in the leg by some shrapnel, leaving him with minor injuries. The other person, who's believed to be the suspect in this case, was shot in the shoulder. He was also taken to the hospital with injuries, but is expected to be okay. We'll have more details on the investigation coming up on 9 News at 10. The bond hearing for a man accused of intentionally ramming into a Baton Rouge police officer with his car was postponed today after he had an outburst in court. The arrest report says that Gad Black confessed to having a deep hatred for law enforcement. His girlfriend was also arrested and charged with obstruction of justice. Meanwhile, the officer, Sergeant Caleb Eisworth, is still recovering in the hospital, but we're told he's showing some encouraging signs. Louisiana is changing how it pays out unemployment benefits. It says it's to help people get back on their feet faster. Earlier this year, the state lowered how long you can stay on employment. Today, the governor also signed a bill into law that would add more work search requirements. Before, you had to prove you were actively searching for 3 days out of the week. Starting in January, you'll have to prove that you're looking for a job 5 days out of the week. This includes scheduling an interview or working on your resume. The Workforce Commission also wants to streamline the process with its new one-door policy.
They won't have to go from place to place throughout town to try to get what they need, and not knowing what they need. They're going to be helped by a person that knows all the different services that are available, and then they're going to say, look, you qualify for this, this, and this, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put together a plan for you.
The new requirements will be enforced at the start of the year. Louisiana Senator Blake Miguez has entered his name into the race for U.S. Senate. He'll be challenging the current Senator Bill Cassidy and State Treasurer John Fleming. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson says Miguez has proven himself as a conservative and an effective leader that would make an outstanding senator. Let's take a look at your weather picture now. Over to meteorologist Sydney Goldberg.
Hey Liz, yeah, things have really started to settle down here this evening. Not much on the radar for us locally, just some storms off towards our east over in coastal and southern Mississippi. And we're going to remain dry overnight. Temperatures are steadily going to fall as well. We're now into the low 80s, but still feeling like the mid 80s with the humidity out there. So still warm across southeast Louisiana. A lot of us are still holding on to those 80-degree marks, but starting to fall down into those upper 70s or 79 now in Hammond. So temperatures are going to continue to fall, although not much. Expected to drop into the mid 70s overnight, waking up in the mid 70s. Good news is we look to stay dry through the first half of the day before we start to see those scattered afternoon showers and storms once again. So let's play that out, staying dry overnight and for the morning hours tomorrow on a Wednesday. Once we get to around lunchtime, that's when we'll start to see those isolated showers and storms popping up. And then through the peak daytime heating hours, that's when we'll see some more scattered activity popping up as well. Watching for lightning and downpours through the afternoon, but it really doesn't look like it's going to be as much coverage as what we saw today, and then all of that fizzles out once we go into the evening hours, staying dry. The pattern repeats itself for Thursday, except I do expect coverage to be more widespread. Again, watching for those isolated showers and storms along the coast in the morning hours. They crawl further inland through the afternoon. Here we go. This is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, and then becoming more widespread. And this is what we're going to watch for Thursday, this wave of energy that's going to drop down from the north and colliding with those typical afternoon showers and storms. So this is why I expect coverage to be more widespread through the evening on Thursday. And then all of that is going to fizzle out once again into the overnight hours. So the deep moisture sticks around through the remaining of the week, as well as we head into the weekend. Even though we are starting to see that high pressure building back in, we get that easterly flow that keeps the deep moisture in place, and that's why we can't get rid of the rain chances anytime soon. So 50% tomorrow for the afternoon, still going to be warm into the low 90s, staying in the low 90s for much of the next few days. And then we trend a little bit drier into the weekend, but that means we're also expecting some warmer temperatures in the afternoon, so going to have to keep an eye on that heat index. Liz.
Okay, Sydney, thank you. And remember, our 9 News app is a great way to keep up with everything going on in our area. If you haven't already, make sure you download the 9 News app. You can scan it there on your screen. Friends, thank you so much for joining us for this quick look at your headlines. Our next newscast is 9 News at 10. We'll see you then. Good night.